Well, the mayor of rock and roll is back in town on Mathis Media Radio. And who am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about Sal Sirchia. Who else could I be talking about? Sal combines raw talent with an artistic enthusiasm for creating music. His effervescent and intense performances combine command attention. Sal's music captivates his audience with his powerful melodies and energetic pop rock style, with a smile, and I love his smile, that will melt your heart and eyes, that will pierce your soul. It is no wonder that Sal has an ever-growing following who flock to see him perform. So, you know what? He's in the house, and let's bring him right on. Hello, Sal. How are you?
Oh, I'm over here flocking. What did you say? They flock to see me. I'm flocking all over the place.
Yes, people flock to see you. They want to see that smile and those gorgeous eyes.
That's what it is. I know. See, I know you had 20/20 vision. You know your stuff over there. I know. I'm not. Joanne, I'm not conceited. I'm convinced. I'm only kidding.
I know. But you know something? What a colorful career that you have, and it's a colorful career that you're still having. Actually, you know, you're not finished. I'm more than certain.
No.
But today we're going to concentrate on your music career, that half of it. So tell me about it. Now, how did you get started in music?
Oh, well, how did I get started in music? That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
When I was about 15 or 16, yeah, about that time, you know, I used to jam with my brother. My brother was a guitar player, you know.
Yeah.
And I bought a bass and he taught me a few notes, and we used to jam in the backyard, like, you know, back in 1975, 76. And just kept doing it, never knowing that I'd end up doing, you know, what I'm doing now, writing songs and all these young kids of today are recording my songs. And never knew it would come back. You know, we just jammed and had fun. It was like a cool thing in the backyard, you know. You'd be back there and the people are walking by and looking in like, hey, what's going on? So it felt cool.
What's going on? But you're self-taught, are you not, as a musician? I mean, you didn't study how to play instruments, or did you?
No. I never had a lesson in my life. I don't even know how to read music. I never took any lessons. I play guitar. I play bass. I can play the drums. I do some keyboard. I record songs on my 4-track, and I do everything. I do all the music, the singing, the harmonies, everything, the bass, the guitar. So I can play every instrument. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. You know.
I think you're a master of trades. I mean, your acting, your music, you name it, you do it, and I think that's fantastic. So people were like peeking in. All right, you're with your brother in the garage playing music. The music is coming out, and so what was your dream at that time? I mean, you know, learning then. What did you expect would happen in the future for you? Were you thinking, wow, you know, I really want to, you know, play a gig somewhere?
Well, I never thought of it. When we used to play in the backyard and just jam and have fun, we would do, like, you know, Beatles songs or whatever kind of songs, you know, Black Sabbath, anything. You know, my brother would teach me a few things, a couple of notes. I was very good at just looking at where his hands were, and I would follow because I was playing bass. So whatever the bar chord was, that would be the single note on the bass. I figured so. I would watch, and I could, you know, I still do that sometimes when I go to open mic jams, which hasn't been a long time, but you know, I could go on the stage and jam with anybody because I could look real fast at their hands and I know where to go, you know. So, so we kept doing that every Sunday.
Yeah.
So for like a couple of years, we would play in the backyard every Sunday, and then you know, then we'd be at a party, and while we were at the party, people knew that me and my brother played, so they would invite us up. You know, we'd be at like baby christenings or sweet 16 party, and they'd invite us up to play, and we get up there and play, and that was like so exciting for me. You know, that was like really, really exciting to play at a party.
Wow,
with people.
Well, you know, that sounds great because, you know, you hear stories of people, how they got into music and how they started, and, you know, some people have to take lessons and, you know, with the instruments and whatever. So it sounds as if this is what you were meant, one of the things you were meant to do in life.
Yeah, well, I even have my friend Jerry McCambridge. He's like the best mentalist on the planet. Hopefully he's listening, but he was listening to the last show. He told me I have a gift. He's amazing. I mean, he has the gift where he could read your mind, and I find that incredible. And he finds it amazing that I could play the guitar without a tuner. You know? So he said that's a gift. He said that's a gift that you could actually listen, you know, without a tuner, tune a guitar or a bass without an electric tuner or a regular tuner. You just got the ear for it. So, you know, I guess I was born with the music in me.
You were, and it's quite a gift. Everybody doesn't have that, but you know that. You know, that is quite a gift. And so what do you, I mean, then you started writing. Now, when did you start writing music, like really writing your own music?
I remember that the first song that me and my brother wrote, we were in the house, and, you know, we started, it was a song called No One to Blame. Well, actually, the first one was called Keep On Running, but it was never really completed. We used to just jam with it. But then we actually completed a song called No One to Blame, and we realized that, wow, we could write a full song, you know, where we were writing real songs with the melody, the chorus, the bridge, and, you know, it's like, because songwriting is a pattern, really. I mean, you could write any kind of song. You could just do one straight melody through and still get away with it, but basically it does have like almost like a puzzle in terms of, like, you know, you start off with a chorus or the verse, and you do like chorus, verse, a bridge, maybe a little solo, verse and out, whatever, you know. So it almost is like a little puzzle, depending on how you want to do it. You don't have to. You could just write a song and be in one chord and just sing to it and still have a really good song, depending. You know, but we realized we must have it in us. We grew up, we were big music maniacs, me and my brother. You know, as a kid, we were like
big music maniacs. And listen, but hey, how many songs have you written? You've written a few there.
Oh no, I have maybe about more than 100 by now.
Whoa!
There
you go.
Since I've been writing.
There you go. And your music now, right now, your music is being sung by others today.
That's my goal right now. I mean, I got quite a few things going on. Alex B, you've seen Alex B, right? The young performer.
That's right.
14, he recorded Can't Live Without You. The group called Diverse, pop group, they recorded it. A girl named Teresa Alley, she recorded it. This guy, Chad Watson, which we became very good friends over the over the internet. He recorded it, and he actually plays it live at his gigs in Illinois and Chicago. So, you know, the more people that record it, the better, because somewhere someone will make it a hit, or the publishing companies recognize that this song is being recorded by so many people, and it's like, whoa, this guy's got a hit on his hands. Everybody seems to want to record it, and you also end up getting a publishing deal that way, where once you get a publishing deal, depending on who it is, you know, those publishing, you know, like let's say Justin Bieber or whoever it may be, Selena Gomez is recording a new album, and they don't have enough time to write songs, and they need songs from the publishing, and then they'll call publishing and say, you know, whoever it may be, we're doing Selena Gomez's new album. Do you have any songs for us? And the publishing guys, as a matter of fact, I have this song called Can't Live Without You, will be perfect for her. So that's how things does happen, you know?
Wow, just like that. And you know what? It's exciting, isn't it? I mean, you know, when you find out that someone is doing your song, how did that feel to you?
Oh, man, I mean, I love it. It's a great feeling. I mean, whenever somebody records my song, I end up listening to, like, the first time they send it to me, I pop on the headphones, I listen to it about 10 times in a row, because I'm like, got the on my face, you know?
Absolutely. I would think so. But look, and then you sit back and think, look where I've come, you know, from my brother in the backyard to, you know, having my own song out there. And you played with a lot of people, haven't you?
Right, yes. Well, that's what happens. And I have a bit of a reputation because me and my brother played with Jan, and then we actually started, we had a band. There was 3 of us or 4 of us, me, my brother Tony, Frank, and John. And we started to get hired for block parties, and we started playing at Sweet 16 parties and all that kind of stuff. So we kept doing it. And as we were doing that, we would write a song every now and then. But so before you know it, we'd have 3 or 4 or 5 originals, in the set of doing, whatever songs we were doing at the parties. Whether it was the 50s, we'd be doing songs from the 50s and throwing in a couple of our own, So we kept doing that. Then we started getting gigs at regular clubs. I said we should try to play some real rock clubs. Mm-hmm. So we played at CBGB's in Manhattan.
Yes, I know about that. Yeah.
Oh, well, CBGB's is popular. I mean, you have bands from like Squeeze and bands that are coming from London flying in just to play there.
Yeah.
That's
right.
It was a place where all the punk rock started there, Joey Ramone, all those kind of guys. So we played there, and we also played. What really got me psyched up was we did a city meals for what do you call it? Meals on Wheels or Meals. What is that?
Meals on Wheels. Yeah.
Yeah, Meals on Wheels, and it was a benefit concert, a whole bunch of bands.
Oh, nice.
And there was a big audience, and the raw after every song got me so psyched up. I said, this is it. Yeah, after every song ended, you heard that, that auditorium sound with 300-400 people.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, baby.
Wow. So that got your adrenaline going.
It did.
Yeah.
So then,
I'm sure it did. Wow.
Then at 27 years old, I branched into the city. I started hanging out at the China Club in Manhattan in New York City. Okay. And Manhattan, it was all famous celebrities hanging out, So I became friends with all of them. Then they had open mic jams. I would get on the stage and jam with a lot of famous people. So I had a bit of a reputation. People now put you on a whole different level.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do. You're absolutely right. So, and what is now when you're performing? What is your favorite kind of audience? One that participates, or do you like people to really sit and listen?
Oh, I like a lot. The bigger the crowd, the better. I like whatever it is. I mean, as long as it's. I mean, nobody wants an audience that's not paying attention to you, and I've never had that before because, when I'm on the stage, I make sure everybody's recognized. I mean, people actually came. A lot of people would love to come see me play because the attention I gave them in the audience. I had people calling me up like 2-3 hours before the show saying, Sal, did you mention my name from the stage tonight? Well, you mentioned I'm going to be with my girlfriend. Could you mention my name? So people actually came because I'd be like, hey, we got Mike Grandy in the audience tonight, folks. Let's have a big hand. And people, So people would just love that. So, I'm part of the whole crowd. I eye contact and really making everybody feel like we're all together,
That's right.
There's a lot of musicians, which I won't mention those names, that are friends of mine, that were amazing musicians, rock stars, on the cover of Rolling Stone, and you would go see them play, and in the front of the stage, and I'm waving my hand in front of the face, trying to let them see that I'm there. They're so involved in what they're doing, they don't even know you're there.
Right. So you took your time to really engage with your audience.
Exactly.
Which is a good thing. That's always a good thing, because they're the ones who come in to pay to see you. So why not?
Right. From the moment I hit the stage till the end, I was constantly goofing around with the audience, mentioning people's names. Hey, we got this guy here tonight. Hey, there goes Tony. Hey, So people love that. So I had the audience. If you look on YouTube and you watch some of the live shows, you'll see that I'm up on the stage. I do one song and then goof around for 10 minutes with people in the audience, and the rest of the band will be like, "Oh, we're going to do another song? You're going to goof around for another 20 minutes." I said, "But
I
you
just
know
want
what?"
to mention that you can go to Sal's Facebook page. It's Sal Sirchia at Facebook, right? Facebook.com.
Yeah.
Do it. And go ahead. And YouTube. He's on. He has a YouTube channel on YouTube. And where should they go to see your channel? Is that Sal Sirchia?
Well, you just go to YouTube and put in my name, and there's like 400 videos of movie clips.
Wonderful. And stuff like that. So you can go do that and connect with Sal, who is an actor, who is a musician, a pop musician who's a genius. Have you ever been called a genius, Sal?
This is the first time I've ever heard that. So it kind of feels good.
Well, I'm surprised because, you pick up music without being taught or anything like that. That's got to be some sort of genius. Everybody doesn't do that, Sal. Everybody can't do that.
I guess when it's a natural, I'm not being cocky or patting myself on the back, but it just comes natural to me. So when it's a natural thing, I don't think of it that way. Well, other people will say, "Wow, how do you write a song?" Or I could sit down and write a couple of songs in an hour. When I did the movie Coalition, they needed 2 Italian songs, which I never wrote an Italian song. I went home that night, wrote 2 of them in one night, and they ended up using them both in the movie.
Wow.
Getting in $3,000 to go in the studio and record them, and I just got 2 of them, see which one they want, and they wanted them both.
Nice.
The Coalition soundtrack is out on Micmac Records in stores. Some stores you can probably find it on eBay as well, and Amazon and all that. And I wrote the Italian songs on that CD, which also has a lot of great rappers on there. Raekwon from the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes, that's right. Wow, very nice. Very nice.
One of the stars of the movie Coalition that I'm also. And he's on the soundtrack as well, Raekwon. And Raekwon is pretty big,
That's right. Yes,
so
he
a lot
is.
Of people...
I think that is fantastic. And so how was your family? How do they deal with, what do they think about, especially your daughter? You have a sweet daughter. Does she know what you do, Sal?
Well, my little girl's 5 years old, and she sees me on YouTube and all that. I don't think she realizes what it means. I even wrote a song for her. She has her own little song that I wrote. And I recorded it. Yeah, but I'll sing it to her. She goes, "Daddy, don't sing right now." So, you know how kids are. She'll see me on YouTube. She said, "Wow, Daddy's a rock and roll star," she said. I said, "I wish I was."
That is sweet. Wow.
I said, "I'm a rock and roller, but I don't know about being a star."
But listen, she's 5 now. When she's 15, she'll think you're so cool.
Oh, yeah, my wife tells me go to work.
That's funny.
Wife, I said, "I got to do this movie. I'll go get a real job, will you?"
No, you're doing just fantastic. How else are you doing? And so when you were growing up, I know your brother was involved. You had other members of the family that were into music or acting?
No, just me and my brother. I don't have any other relatives of mine that are.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm probably my cousin in L.A. He was acting for a little while, but he's much younger than me, and he only did it for a while,
And so, how did your parents? Did your parents think that you were going to go on into music, acting, or were they looking for you to do something else?
No, you know what? My parents, my dad passed away when I was 14, so he didn't really have much to say. But my mom, they were very old-fashioned Italians where they don't care what you do, whatever makes you happy.
It. That's right.
My mom
we have a caller. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Hello, you're on with Sal Sirchia. Who's calling?
This is Mr. Alex. How are you doing?
Mr.
Alex, don't sound like Alex B. He sounds too old to be Alex B.
Don't make me come down there and wring your neck, man.
This is Alex, the wrestler, the wrestling guy, the lucha libre man.
Here you go.
What's up, brother Alex?
Nothing. I hear y'all talking about music. I was listening. I'm like, wait a minute. I said, I know that voice. I said, my buddy's on here, and he ain't even called me and let me know.
Oh, I just figured you already knew. I've been posting it on Facebook all week.
I haven't really been on Facebook that much. But what I wanted to, I was going to call you tomorrow. I got to let the world know tomorrow is your birthday, brother. I want to be the first one to say happy birthday.
Thank you,
the
man.
Second one.
Oh, I'm the second one. You did it already?
No, I said happy birthday first.
Joanne was, right?
Yep.
Oh, well. I guess I can't be first to nothing today, then.
Yes, he has a birthday tomorrow, which is just fantastic. and he's going to be 27 years old.
Wouldn't great.
That's a lot of detector tests going off.
20 years old. That was 1987. Oh. How I wish I was 27. I mean, you
Not
go back.
Not really, Sal, because, hey, check this out. If you were 27 today, look what all the stuff that you have done, all the things that you have learned up until now would be naught.
That's right. It is. I mean, it would have been nice to be 27 with the knowledge that I have now.
There you go.
But see, I had to learn all that. And, I branched into the big scene at 27. I started I've been playing for a long time before that, but in terms of being professional, where I started going to the city and playing the big New York City clubs and hanging out with all the rock and roll stars, and that happened in 1987 when I started hanging out.
Oh, really?
And then once I did that, man, there was no stopping me,
Then you were good to go. No stopping you at all. And so how was it hanging out in the clubs with the big stars? That must have been very exciting to you at 27 years old.
It was, because before that, I had never met one celebrity in my whole life. Nobody. I mean,
really?
Nobody. For almost like an impossible thing to ever meet. So my friend invited me to the China Club one night, and I walked in there, and there was famous people everywhere. I thought I was dreaming. I said, what? I had to pinch myself. I said, wow.
Wow.
I was from Brooklyn and Queens, and I really didn't go to Manhattan much. So when you're in Brooklyn and Queens and all that, it's all a different scene, But when you go to Manhattan clubs in the nightlife, that's all the people that hang out are all actors, musicians, sports people, and, that kind of thing,
So, Sal,
wow. Do you remember the first time that you got on stage and looked out into the audience and there was someone that you recognized, like a famous person?
Oh, many times. Yeah.
You remember the first time that happened to you, and so how did you feel?
Well, I already knew a lot of them because before I did the first gig at the China Club, actually I played at the Limelight first before that, and then after the Limelight we packed the house. We were the first band to play at the Limelight, and Simon Le Bon was there, the singer from Duran Duran. He was hanging out. Simon Le Bon, the singer from Duran Duran?
Yes, I've heard of him.
He's hanging out with a couple of chicks. I had one on each arm, and I said, whoa, look at this. He was a big star at the time. They had all the chicks with him. I said, hot dog. I was on the stage, and I saw him walking around. And then when I would play the China Club, and you would see people like Prince and Howard Stern hanging out, Bruce Willis, Julian Lennon, Billy Idol, I already knew these people. So being on the stage, being on the China Club stage and seeing them in the audience was not a surprise for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It felt good because I felt like I was a really happening dude. I mean, I would have guys like Julian Lennon come up to me and say, Sal, the band sounded great tonight, or, what's up with the band, what are you playing next? So to me that was like, wow, the son of John Lennon is asking me where I'm playing next, or how great we sounded that night, or whatever, that kind of thing. So that was like cool. It was like I felt really, really good with that kind of stuff. Joe Lynn Turner from Deep Purple and Rainbow, all these kind of guys, all rock stars that I was watching on MTV in the early 80s when MTV first started. 4 or 5 years down the line, I was hanging out with them all.
Wow.
And I was a big MTV fan, so I would record MTV and watch it over and over and over again. So
did you?
Yeah.
Did you ever end up on MTV?
No, I was never on MTV. I was on VH1, not as a musician, but as like a celebrity guest to, you see that as well. If you go to YouTube and put in Sal Sirchia VH1, you'll see me interviewed. My hair's a bit of a mess, but I'm there.
You're funny. Listen, Alex has a question for you. Alex, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Hey, Sal, you talking about when you first went down to these clubs and stuff? When you gonna take me and Joanne so we could do a skit on y'all for the show?
I don't know. Yeah. Wait, say that again, Alex.
We want to come to one of your shows, man.
What show? Playing live music?
Hey, listen, I've been with you when me and you did the TV show. What was that? New York Rocks or whatever.
Oh.
I heard your band and whatever, and me and Joanne want to come down one day to one of your shows.
Well, I haven't played with any bands in a long time. I basically, I really don't even have a band right now. That band that went on New York Rocks wasn't really even my band. It was just, I was playing with those guys making a couple of bucks, and I put them on the New York Rock show, and then Phil wanted us on every week. That's how that started. But what I do is I still, all the songs that I've written, independent movies, and all the kids that are recording the songs. So basically, the live shows I haven't done. So, I mean, believe me, if I was, I would have invited you. I would want you to be there.
Absolutely.
See how he treats us, Joanne? See how he treats us? He stops doing it when he gets involved with us. I'm going to cry.
All right.
What did I say wrong? Did I say anything wrong?
No. Nothing at all.
How come, Alex, you're such a big baby?
You taught me that way.
Did you go to Chiller at this last weekend?
No, actually, did you?
No, I was in Florida. I wanted to. I missed it. It looked like a really good one.
Wait a minute, what part of Florida was you in?
I was in Disney World for a week.
I'm only about 45 minutes away from there.
Oh, I didn't know that. But not only that, it would have been hard because we were like all these engagements everywhere. We had to be at this place at this time, and we had to be at that place at this time, and there was too much going on. I have my cousins and relatives are in Clearwater, Tampa. It's like I don't even go see them.
Well, actually, the next Chiller I want to go to myself. Because me and Joanne was also talking about, because I told her that you go to some of these chillers. Maybe what we can do is meet you down there, and we can interview some people and put them on future radio shows,
Oh, that would be great. Absolutely. That's the way to do it.
I mean, they do it all day long. They're right or wrong. When me and you met, that was half the people was running around. They had these little radio shows, and they was talking. I mean,
All of them. They'll have the cable shows where they interview the famous people and they show it on their cable show. Phil, the guy from New York Rocks, he would do it. Johnny P, my friend Johnny P, who has the Johnny P show, he does it. They all do it. There's so many of them that do that.
Yeah.
And also, Joanne, I don't know if you know, but after they usually have that, they usually have some kind of musical thing going on.
Oh,
right,
yeah,
Sal?
every Saturday night. Every Saturday night after the end of 7, they put together the big musical show at night. They jam like crazy. All the rock stars play.
You heard him?
Oh, okay. All right, then. So.
Ran away for a minute.
Hello?
Oh, Joanne, you break, huh?
Okay, there we go.
All
right, so what else is going on with you, Sal? We've got the music that we were talking about, and I am so thrilled, again, that you're on the show today. Thank you very, very much. And we've got 1 minute left. We've got a minute left. How do you want to wrap that up?
In a minute.
Yeah.
What can we do in a minute? There's a lot we could do.
We could do a lot in a minute, a whole lot. We've talked about...
We did it in a minute.
Oh, yeah. And so
we
talked about how you got started in the business, with your brother. And we talked about how you got, you learned the instruments. And and we talked about your parents. And we talked about your beautiful daughter. And now you mentioned Alex B. He is a young singer who's singing one of your songs. What's the name of the song again?
Can't Love Without You.
Can't Love Without You. Yeah.
Now, are you Alex? Don't you want to do a show with Alex B as well?
I do. I haven't heard from him yet, though.
Oh, okay. You want me to have
Yeah, have him give me a call or let me know the information, or I'll call him. But I would love to have him on.
Okay, great. Definitely. I'll call him up. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Definitely.
So.
Okay,
so
we'll let you.
Sal's show. It's 6:30. Thank you so much, Sal, for participating, for coming on again. And in the future, you may have a show with us too, right?
Yeah, that's what we talked about. Hopefully, we could do that. It'd be nice.
All right then. So that sounds good. And
I love you guys. I'll let you go. Cheers, everybody who's listening. Those 900,000 listeners that you got over there, and. They're probably saying, wait, 900,000, what are you talking about? There's only 10 of us here today. I'm kidding.
No.
They said, Sal Sirchia, who the heck? Okay.
Check more than 10.
Nobody
wants to listen to Sal.
Nobody wanted to listen today. They said 900,000 people said, I'm not listening to that Mama Luke.
No, not. There you go.
They're out trick-or-treating. By the way, happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah, happy Halloween. Did you get anybody who's ringing your bell?
Well, you can ring my bell.
I remember that song. I love that song. All right. So you take care.
Cheers, folks. I love you guys. See you soon.
All right. Take care. Thanks for calling, Alex.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed one now.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. You've been listening to Mathis Media Hub Radio. That's been Sal Sirchia, the mayor of rock and roll. Take care. Bye-bye.